Hey everyone, I'm Cosmic and welcome back to another stream. Today we're doing some FrostyFest. A little later than normal stream. I stayed up really late last night for like no reason. Well, I was working on a video, but yeah, I should have gone to bed earlier than I did. So I woke up late today, but here we are. I'm gonna move my mic. Sorry if that made a sound. Cool. Yeah, so I'm already friends with Ruler. I played a bunch last night, but figured I would still stream like usual. All the FrostyFest decorations are cool. I've said this before, but I really like that we do get to see the plaza get decorated now. Because Splatoon 1 didn't have these extra special Splatfest. Yeah, I guess we will hop into some games. I really like that they make special lobby music too. I'm excited to hear like the day 2 version of this one, assuming there is one. I mean, there was for the Splatoween. The ink looks really, really cool too. I haven't. What are the maps right now? Ugh. Kinda not great. Well, open... I like open a little bit more. I guess I'll just hop in. Excuse me. Team friends and not playing with friends? I did last night. I don't know. I could play with friends. I don't know if people would want to get on. I wasn't even sure I was going to stream today. I'm kind of out of it right now, but... yeah, figured we'd just chill for a bit. I might do a little bit shorter than usual. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it's feeling. It's more low-key. It's not more low-key than usual. I'm always pretty low-key, but... I've definitely seen way more Team Family than Team Solo, which I expected. But then Solo won conch shells, which I did not expect, so... I don't know. I'm under the impression a lot of Japan is on Team Solo. And as we know, that tends to sway the vote quite a bit. Oh boy. Hello, Eli. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I know it's later than usual. I don't know if we'll get the normal viewership. I mean, we might. Sometimes people just trickle in. But either way, it's whatever. I was playing a lot of Sturgeon last night, so I'm kind of... oh, actually, the maps are about to change. So, that's not a problem. The Team Family ink is interesting. I thought, like, the Splatoon 2... Christmas Splatfest had like gold versus silver ink, and it looks, you know, more like gold. I feel like I was saying this yellow looks like orange juice. Like, it works. Like it's, you know, the correct complementary color to the blue, but not what do you call it when it's like three-way complementary? But you know, it looks very goopy and orange juice more than like gold, which is interesting. I like the blue a lot, though. I'm glad my team has good ink. Oh god. I don't know what I was trying to do there. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. Well, the reason I was up until like 5 AM last night was because I just really didn't want to stop working on the video essay. The one I won't stop talking about because I've been working on it forever. And I finally am like almost to a point where I actually have, like, recorded voiceover for the entire script. Because I keep changing the script, and there's one part that has been, like, unfinished forever. So I wasn't able to record a voiceover for it yet, because it didn't exist. And it's almost, like, at least to the point where you could, like, watch the video all the way through and hear me say the entire script. And a lot of it has video edited already. I would really love to start, like, I've been trying to, like, actually chip away at it. I've been working on it, like, very on and off, very, like, loosely whenever I feel like it for, like, literally months. But I've been trying to kind of, you know, put my head down and actually make a little bit of progress every day. So I just want to get it out before side order at this point. Oh yeah, all the special music is nice. Even the losing version. Has the volume kind of low. I might put that up a little bit. Was that my ear ringing, or was that like a bell in the music? That was weird. Yeah, not a great start. I don't know if Splattershot is really... I like to play other weapons in Splatfest, because I play Splattershot in, you know, all my other mains so much. Low-key... Oh, is it too late to back out? Hold on. I low-key might, like, re-roll... I don't want to re-roll this shirt. I guess I'll just scrub it. I don't really like the abilities I have on it. Alright, I thought I was in Splatsville. This is like my Splatsville hub. I never use this normally. I like to use Splatsville, but I use Inkopolis just because I like Squid Sisters music better. What do I want to do, Scrub? The end results of Friends vs. Family reminds you of the Strokes This Is It album cover. I'm not familiar with that, but like the... I don't know what you mean by the end results, like the art or just the result itself. Splatoween music over. I liked the like wind jingles were cooler. I like this song more, I think, than the Splatoween one was really cool, but it just got kind of repetitive. Like if you actually played the event for hours, the lobby song got kind of annoying. So I kind of like that this one is more more chill, more low-key. Like I said, I imagine there's a day 2 version of it. I'm excited to hear that. Oh, hi, Godwin. Oh, like the top-down map view, yeah. I don't know if people want to join. I mean, I can open a pool, or we can just... I'll just go do one more match at least alone. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of tired today, so we're just gonna chill and hang out. Marigold Splatoween. I didn't remember. I knew there was custom music. I don't really remember what it was on Splatoween. Yeah, it's funny that they bothered to give Marigold custom music. Nice attention to detail, which Splatoon is very good at. Your family, yeah. I explained my reasoning, I think, like last stream, but family makes sense, and I do spend like Christmas with my family, but I really do a lot of all three. I spend a lot of time by myself, some holidays with family, some with friends, so I just went with friends. But it makes sense that family would be very popular. Oh, actually got that, nice. Oh, nope. You didn't know she had music? I mean, the normal music is very, like, you know, it's not much of anything. Just like a little radio sound. I still miss Krusty Sean. Oh, no. Marigold is fine, but I don't know. I'm sad Krusty Sean was replaced. Banished to the mobile app, where he can only exist as a series of PNGs. And they took away his crust. Ooh. I only play Nova in Splatfest just because it's like, it can be kind of brainless. Like, it has paint, and then it has inkjet, so it's like, I can just paint mindlessly and then use inkjet, which is fun. It's a good turf war brain-off weapon. Oh, no. Oh, my dog is barking, sorry. He's not normally in my room, but he is right now. I don't know if my mic picked that up. Let me just let him out. I don't know what he's barking at, but I'll let him go do that. Oh god. I like Rapid Deco. I could do that. If you want to do weapon recommendations, I don't know. I feel less prepared this stream for whatever reason than normal. Oh, my mic totally is picking up my dog barking. Okay, well. That's not a very good idea. To jump into that roller at the end of it. Did we win that? Yeah. Oh, okay, well. Closer than I thought, but we got it. Yes, I have a dog. His name is Chester. He's very cool. Oh, nice maps. Okay. Yeah, it does feel like the Splatoon 2 one was like the very start of January, so there was still kind of like the New Year's spirit. This one does feel a little out of season. Like, obviously it's just winter themed, but like, you know, the music is very Christmas, New Year's-esque. So it feels a little funny playing it all the way in mid-January, but... I don't know which of these. Well, this is Robo Ramen. I'll probably go with that. Why is Deep Cut never... Yeah, it feels like a bit of a... I mean, you know, obviously if you ask me, Deep Cut is a bit of a downgrade in a lot of ways from Off the Hook, but especially, I don't know why they don't do news, like, from the stage again, like Off the Hook did. I feel like that was really cool, how they kind of seamlessly did that. And I get that they split up into the different floats or whatever, but, like... I don't know, they could have it to be, like, almost like cut-ins, you know, like... They could show the three of them on their floats, just like with 3 cameras, like, on the screen at the same time. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know, yeah, I don't like that they went back to the Splatoon 1 thing of the idols just teleporting the second the news is over, like, it just feels a little awkward. Yeah, I really like this song. I need to listen to this one, like, actually, here, wait, we can go in here to listen to it without the reverb. Yeah, this is really nice. I actually really, really like this. I really do appreciate that, the special events just give us more, like, chill Splatoon music. Because, you know, I love the, you know, the multiplayer battle music and the single-player songs, but just having more, you know, chill vibe Splatoon music is always very appreciated. It's also just good for background music and videos. Oh, 10x. Here we go. Sitting up. I've not had any mirror matches this Splatfest, actually, which is nice. Alright, they have Big Swig and Blob. Well, we have a Blob. I'm normally not afraid of blob, but in Turf War it can kind of paint a lot, so something to watch out for. This is a good weapon for this map, though. Yeah, you can try and stream snipe, I guess. Oh god. I feel like it might be difficult with the stream delay and just the fact that, well, actually, I'm on the less popular team, I think, so maybe it would be somewhat easy. I don't know. But yeah, I don't care if you want to try. You've had a handful. Are you team friend or family? I would expect family to have a lot of mirror matches, just because I've seen so many of them. That was not a very good inkjet. Family, okay, yeah. Yeah, I've only seen a handful of team solos, but they are out there. Oh my god, random ink at the worst time. This map is always just like not about, it's about letting them, cannot say the sentence. It is all about not letting the enemy team get through the middle part, because that's kind of that choke point, and it's really hard to come back if they start getting into your spawn. So luckily we're doing a pretty good job of that so far. Nice. Oh boy. Oh, you did? Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's still lots of team friend. I bet solo, well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. The conch shells always throw me off, because I feel like the conch shells never actually end up reflecting the popularity, but then sometimes they do, because sometimes it's a full sweep, so they're very, I kind of like that they're a little bit confusing, because then you know, I feel like in Splatoon 1 and 2, you'd have the thing where some people would join halfway through and just be like, oh, whatever team is, you know, more or less popular, choose that one, so then you don't get mirror matches, and then you get more points. That's harder to do now, because, I mean, it does literally tell you what team is winning at halftime, I guess, but obviously there are some balancing measures, in theory, to prevent people from abusing the system. It's not perfect, but I feel like this game has the best Splatfest system, for points at least. I guess Tricolor, I don't know. It doesn't always feel super balanced, but it never felt balanced in the other games either, so. It's close, but I think we got this. Think so. I don't want to jinx it. Building at like 4 or 5 mirror. Yeah, that's not that bad. Oh yeah, okay. Nice, that's a 10x for Team Friends. I got it 10x last night and lost it, so I guess that actually cancels out, but you don't have to talk about that. Actually, that might have been against Team Solo, I forget. Anyway. Five 10x battles over 2 hours. I feel like they should raise the frequency, because the only times I think they raised the frequency of 10x's and 100x's was Final Fest in Splatoon 2 and the Anniversary Fest of this game. But I feel like all the special fests should get that, just because, you know, it'd be more fun. I feel like these are the ones people play, so it'd be fun to get them then. That said, I got a 333x on Splatoween with the normal odds, so guess I'm in no place to complain. Maybe they did? I don't think they did. I feel like I would have known about it if they did. I was not under the impression the rates were changed. I think they only did it for the anniversary. Oh my god. He could have gone further and killed me. Shoot. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba, bum. I just like turn my brain out playing this weapon in Turf War. I don't know. It's fun, but it's like I'm really just looking in the general direction of the enemy. I might have to play. I should play like a charger or something. I don't know. I always try to play different weapons that I normally play in Splatfest. I should go in with like Squiffer or something. Got him. I should have looked out for that guy. Yeah, this is the thing I was talking about in the last game where they got through and now we're just kind of screwed. Oh my god. I tried to roll at the last second to parry it, but yeah, that was just not the move. It should be like end parries too. I don't know. I really want to like end parries, man. I really do, but Splashdown kind of still sucks. It's kind of still has all the problems that in Splatoon 2, and it's just not... I don't want to play a Splashdown weapon in this game. Oh my god. Shoot. Parry for nothing. Evil Range Blaster user, yeah. Well... Good thing that was not the 10x. That's all I'll say about that. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna play Squiffer, why not? Squiffer is like the one charger I want to be good at. I'm not good at any of them. I don't even have a build. I don't know what I would use. Where is it? I don't even have... I have 2 stars. What do you run on a charger? Special charge would probably be... Those shoes are good, I think. A little bit of swim... That's just 2 utility gear. That's kind of what you need in Turf, right? I don't know. Maybe I'll go with this one, actually. Well, I mean, in theory, you shouldn't have to run QR. Maybe on Squiffer, it's more aggressive, I guess. I know I should probably run QR because I'm garbage, but we're gonna try and do it the real way. It's a nice weapon for this ink color. I still, like, I need to, like, I for the longest time, you guys might remember that stream, I brought it up, but, like, I literally just always thought Squiffer had more range than Bamboozler. Like, I just had the ranges switched in my mind. I feel like that never... I always have to, like, remember that when I pick either weapon. I'm like, oh, right, this, like, doesn't have that much range. Oh, the bull is glowing. That's cool. It looks, like, evil. It looks like it's, like, being taken over by something. Huh. Okay. That's neat. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, we're gonna get destroyed by them. They have like 3 painting weapons and a charger. I just technically, well, no, I was gonna say that's what we have, but we have a dynamo. I will take a cooler. The ink looks really cool on this map. I feel like it's a good Splatfest one. It looks neat. Okay. I know in like ranked modes as a charger I should be like here. But this is turf war. And also I can't really even reach that, so. Oh. That was kinda nice. Oh, I actually thought I hit that. Fair enough. Aggressive bubble. I missed. Thank you. What? Huh? I mean, I know he can fling over the wall, but it didn't look like he was aiming over the wall. That was kinda lame if you ask me, but whatever. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. At least I can get this one, right? Nope, no, I can't because I saw... There we go. I saw someone around here. I think? I thought I did. Hello, Cosmic Cupid. Hope your day is going good. Oh, I missed. Oh, right. I keep seeing the X. Okay, well, got that. Really? I feel like I'm... There we go, jeez. Okay, okay. We're getting some actual Squiffer gameplay here. Okay. Nope. Wanted to steal that guy's kill. That guy died. That was pretty good. Hit flicks great, but whiff on stationary targets. Yeah, it's always what it feels like. Splatfest's going pretty good. I'm kind of tired. I don't know. I stayed up really late working on a video for no reason when I should have just slept last night. So I'm kind of out of it, but that was I'm pretty solid Swiffer game. That went a lot better than I thought it would. Won a 10x battle a couple games ago. It's pretty much the most eventful thing that's happened. 8-2. I will absolutely take that with the Squiffer. I'm gonna stick with this for a bit because that was fun. Yeah, I don't know. There's not like a topic to discuss today. I guess we're just kind of playing the game, which is fine. Still coping for any side order news, as always. Alas. E-leader. Okay, that might make this difficult. Squiffer's range feels so sad in this game. I think I just think of the Splatoon 1 version. That might be why it still feels weird to me. Like, I don't know. I feel like it needs a little bit more. I think a little more range would not hurt. Ah. Oh, super jump. Oh, got the collateral on those at least. Shoot. Ran out of ink, so I couldn't full charge. That was, I mean, yeah, that was just bad gameplay. Guess I will take care of our spawn. I still don't actually know what the most effective method to paint with chargers is. Like, are you just supposed to tap fire? I feel like you're supposed to tap fire, but then I feel like there's sometimes where full charging makes more sense. I guess it's a combination. I don't know. Oh my god. I thought I would destroy that. Cool. Oh, that was almost actually a cool store charge kill. I know you're there. Yeah, hello. Nope. Why'd you try jumping out? You're also a charger. You have the same, you have more range than me. That was funny. You take those, I guess. Trade. Yeah. Kinda saw that coming. Okay. This could go our way, but if we're not careful, they will pull it. Oh my god. Please. I'm panicking. I was trying to land parcels on him because oh my god. That was ridiculous. I am very bad. Really? Really? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's not looking great. Yeah, I mean, I streamed at a weird time. Oh god. I don't know. What if I play other? I don't know. I really want to like Squiffer, but the range is hurting me on these maps. Might try like ZNF. I've barely played that. Have I ever played that? I kind of don't like the bell at the end. There's like a reverb on a bell at the end of the win jingle or the lose jingle, I guess, and it makes it sound like my ear is ringing. I don't know. It like hurts my ears a little bit. Not like hurts, but feels weird. I'm gonna try ZNF just because, like I said, I like to try different things in Splatfest. But my usual go-tos. Yeah, I have 0 paint on either. Definitely not scope. So let's give it a shot. I like this kit actually. Ball and tri-strike on anything other than charger I would really like. What is okay? Let me relearn the range of a charger. That's more like it. Cool. Try to learn. Yeah. Stamper is the hard. Oh, whoa. Why did this? Why did I get this when I choose charger? Okay, well. Okay. This is what we're doing now. 100x. Oh my god. Oh, against those weapons? Oh no, we're screwed. I'll booyah back, but man, I don't know if we're winning this. I gotta actually like kill some people this game because they all have good paints, cooler chumps. Like that's a scary turf war comp to go against. Oh my god, so many super chumps. I gotta stop going for like. I always like try to flick too much. I just need to aim steady. There we go. Nope. Nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shoot. Thank you for the good luck. Oh god. Here, I guess I should get up on the sniper. Okay. I'll take a trade because I got the 2. As long as we hold our own spawn, then I won't be so worried. The double super jump is so scary. I feel like they just instantly get so much of the map. I don't really know what this guy's plan is. Oh, partial charge. That's annoying. Really? Really? I thought my reticle was on him. That's annoying, dude. I can't kill that guy. That was just a lucky shot. Whatever. I'm stressing out. I don't want to lose this, but I'm just so not used to this weapon. Oh my god, no, the super jumps. Okay, okay. I should be able to try strike. Hang on. Okay. Nice. Okay, that was the try strike, not a snipe, but I don't care. I feel like I need to kind of get up here a little bit more. Never mind, never mind. That was a horrible idea. No, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on, guys. Oh, my team is not taking care of that. Okay, that's a good beacon. Good beacon. Okay, okay, good. Okay, okay. We might have gotten that. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure. I think we got it. Surely, yeah, we got so much other spawn. Yeah! Oh, that was really close. Oh my god. 100x battle, team friends. Let's go. Sick. Well, I'm glad that went well. I might get off the charger now. I'm not going to push my luck any further than that. Thank you guys. Oh, hi, Fat Fishy. Oh, oh, that always feels good. You know what? I actually want to go right ahead and I want to take my picture with Dapper Big Man. Or it's not Big Man. Shoot, what am I saying? It's Shiver. But okay. Well, I wish I could take one with Big Man. I like Big Man's outfit the best, but I might as well get my pick. I haven't been on Shiver's team in a minute. But it's the special FrostyFest outfit, so I might as well. Like, this is the coolest. You always gotta wait for, like, the idol to actually do a good pose. Nah. I'm waiting for her to do something else. There we go. That's fine. I don't need a super good one. I just wanted something. Yeah, I like, I don't know, the Shivers is cool, but like the masks, I just don't really like the look of like masks like that cover your face, like or like nose and mouth. Like, I don't know, I don't have like a good reason. It's just like, it's the same with like the other like masks in the game. Like, you know, there's like, where are they? Like stuff like this. Like, it looks cool and like it works with certain outfits, but it's just like not really. Not that this is like what Shiver's wearing, obviously, it's like veil or whatever, but I don't know. I just like as a fashion thing, I just don't really like that when it covers your face. I feel like that's weird. But it's not like weird, but it's just not. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's not my favorite outfit. But Big Man is funny. You had a dream that Big Man swept? Well, I hope he doesn't this time. You know, let's keep going, bro. The color, yeah, I mean, I like this ink color the best. So I guess by extinction, Shiver's outfit is cool. I like the Squid Sisters outfits. I guess they're probably my favorite. I am choosing out of all of them. Oh, does it lose the glitter and mirrors? I mean, that, yeah. I guess that doesn't surprise me because it just defaults to like a certain... Well, I don't know. I guess I would expect that like the texture would just be a universal thing for the fest, but you know. It's weird. It's not like the Splatoon 2 glitter where it was like the giant like, you know, confetti pieces. It's just like a little sparkle. I like it though. Ding ding. Yeah. Splatoon character design in general is just so good. I don't want to bring, I mean, to be fair, this makes sense to relate Side Order to it, but yeah, I hope there are other characters in Side Order that we haven't seen. Cause you know, like Isopadre, I don't know if I mean, he probably showed up in like an image, but he was barely advertised before Octo Expansion came out, but he's like one of my favorite characters in Splatoon. So, I know we have Dead Fish, but it'd be nice, you know, I guess whatever the villain is, we'll hopefully have a cool design, and then if there's any other NPCs. That is one thing oh god. I'm wondering, because Octo Expansion with the Deep Sea Metro gave us a ton of random, like, deep sea, you know, the denizens of the deep, like all the random creatures on the subway. And like, unless there will be random people showing up in the elevator, like, I don't know where they would incorporate a similar type of thing, but it'd be kind of unfortunate to miss out on that, so I hope there is some kind of space or hub area where other NPCs could show up. But I know it is like a simulation thing, so maybe that just wouldn't make sense for the setting. Shoot. Shoot. Nope. I could have hit that if I was better at the game, I think. I mean, he was in the bubble for like most of it. That was kind of clean. Okay. I don't know where that was in my last attempt, but... Oh god. Oh my god. I was trying to get a one-shot on some of them, or at least do more damage, but then I almost fumbled that. Nice. Oh yeah, this is kind of random, as in, it doesn't relate to the Splatfest. But, I don't know if any of you have heard of Undertale Yellow, but I've been slightly obsessed with it lately, in addition to Splatoon. I mean, not in the same way, because it's a single-player game, and I just beat it, but... It is cool. I normally have never been into... I love Undertale as a game. I have never been into any, like, fan games or really fan content in general, but Undertale Yellow is, like, a really, really good fan game. And... I don't know. I've been thinking about it and listening to the music a lot, so I guess that's a thing that's been going on with me. I don't know how much overlap there is. I feel like I see a surprising amount of, like, Splatoon PFP people in the comments of, like, Undertale stuff, so... I imagine there's obviously some crossover. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not, like, for everyone, and it's not, like, I wouldn't say it's... You know, some people are like, oh, this is, like, as good as Undertale, or, like, better, or, like, this is canon, and it's like... It's not. I don't know. In my opinion, it's definitely not as good as the real game. Like, the writing is good, but not on the same level as, like, Toby Fox, and they, like, retcon some stuff, so, like, it can't really be canon. Like, it's kind of, it's a little messy, but, yeah. It's still really good. Yeah, the music is so good. Music is insane. I don't know how he... Toby Fox is nuts. Like, the fact that he writes this whole story, comes up with these characters. Like, I know he doesn't do the art, but the fact that he programs and writes and does music is already insane. It's a thing that, like, comes and goes for me. Like, I get Undertale brain rot, and then I'll, you know, it comes in waves. It basically just alternates between, like, Splatoon brain rot, like, Octo Expansion and Undertale at this point, and then whatever other games I happen to find in between to be obsessed with, but... Yeah, I don't know. It's obviously not, like, a fandom I participate in the same way I do with Splatoon, but... I find it fun to talk about it. Oh yeah, well, I mean, he wrote a few of the tracks, right? I don't think he wrote, like, he didn't do most of it. Well, yeah, I mean, it's... I think there are different facets. I know everyone... I think the Undertale community had a really bad reputation, like, when the game got really popular. And I don't know if that was actually warranted. Like, I definitely was not aware of it. I was not a part of it at the time. I didn't play the game till, like, 2017, which I think most of the hype around it started in 2016. But... yeah, I don't really know how true that actually was. I think the current community is fine. I mean, there's parts of it I just don't want to engage with just because you know, it's like, it's cringe, or I just don't care as much, but it's, I like the, like, theory crafting side of things, and, like, you know, not really, like, character analysis stuff, because I just feel like most of that is kind of evident from just playing the game, but, There's a few people I like watching who just make theories and talk about the game in interesting ways, and I find it interesting. I like watching some hour-long video essays every now and then. I don't know, it's weird because it's like, I think a lot of people playing Splatoon, you know, obviously I'm here for the gameplay. Oh my god. But the story and lore of the game, I mean, that's why Splatoon is such a unique experience to me, is because there is lore to the multiplayer, and not a lot of games really do that. Like, I feel like, you know, other shooters, like in something like Overwatch or TF2, like, they don't canonically, well, I'm not sure, TF2 I don't think has much of a, they just have, like, characters, they're not really, like, an overarching story. But something like Overwatch, you know, in the canon, they're like a team of heroes who work together. But then in the actual game, you know, they're all just killing each other. It's just a multiplayer shooter, and it's like, and there can be multiple of them and everything. It's like, it doesn't work. They don't try to actually make it make sense in canon. And to me, that's always been a really cool thing with Splatoon, is like, you know, there is the game is in universe a game, and then the story is just a thing that happens in the same world, with, you know, different characters, but it's all like linked together. Like I really like that aspect of it. So lore and world building is something I very much value in games. And I think that's probably not what attracts a lot of people to Splatoon. They just attract it because it's, you know, a fun game or has fun characters or whatever. That's kind of the connection for me, I guess. That's why I can be obsessed with something like Undertale and Deltarune and also Splatoon. Yeah, I mean, you know, again, this is the video I'm working on, is talking about this kind of thing and how it kind of blew my mind, but it is just very good. Yeah, I mean, it just keeps me so invested. It's like, I want to keep playing the game just because I want to be, like, a part of this world. I just want to work on that video, man. I don't know, I'm glad. I feel very motivated, but it's just so much work. It's just, there's so much footage I have to get, but I gotta like have a plan. I've broken it down. This should have occurred to me earlier, but it's like, you know, you have chapters on YouTube where you timestamp things in the description. Like, the video is organized into chapters already, and you know, I wrote it that way. But I'm like, okay, well, what if I just focus on one chapter at a time, and get all the footage I need, all the edits, you know, perfect the script and do the voiceover. That's what I need to do. I just need to sit down one chapter at a time, and actually just get through the editing, because it's just a thing where I really just need to force myself to finish it at this point. And I really, really want to get it done, because last night I recorded the ending part, because I've had the ending of the script done for a long time. There's just been like a gap in the middle that I haven't figured out how to write yet, so I just went ahead and recorded the ending so I could know what that would sound like, and I think it's really good. Like, I'm really proud of it, so now I just need to finish the rest of the video to get up to that point. Yeah, that's part of what intrigues me about Side Order, but also worries me, because, you know, Octo Expansion is so cool because the events of Octo Expansion changed the entire world of the game. Like, especially if you were there for when it happened in 2018, you know, we literally went from having no Octolings to now, like, half of all the NPCs every time you loaded the game in your plaza are going to be Octolings, because all the Octolings came to the surface upon hearing the incantation. And, like, you know, it's cool that the lore actually changes the world of the game in real time. So it's like, if Side Order is a simulation, like, it's not going to be able to do that in the same way. Like, it already isn't, because there's not an equivalent to, like, Octolings. But I wonder if there will be some kind of thing that will also alter the world in some interesting way upon completion. That was weird. When I launched out of my spawn drone there, it didn't do the usual controller rumble. That's not really a thing I would, like, notice, but, like, it happens every other time, so that was weird. Anyway. I don't really know what the plan is here with this Zipcaster. Yeah, it was not a good one. Eternal suffering might be a little intense. I don't know. I mean, I think it's like I don't think it's anything that's, like, affecting everyone, because just Deadfish's line about, you know, they said I was another bystander that got sucked in. So I think there was some event that happened, probably in Inkopolis Square, that sucked a certain number of people into the simulation. But I don't think it's, like, a worldwide thing. If it is, like, an order thing, though, yeah, I mean... Oh, it could be, like, a Matrix thing, right? Where it's, like, they are trying to trap, like, every single person in real life into this virtual world that they have control over. Hold on, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know, but it's like... You do gotta wonder how that actually happens physically, though. Like... don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I just hope it has some kind of interesting premise. Just some kind of, like... I don't want to say, like, philosophical, but, you know, something that makes me think. Something that isn't Space Bears. I will rag on it every day. I'm sorry. They fell so hard from Octo Expansion. I don't know. There's so much potential. It's just taken so long too. Like I've you know, obviously brought that up a lot, but it has taken almost 3 times the amount of time as Octo Expansion. Oh, 10x, okay. So I just wonder how much content is even in it. Mid-season patch, yeah. I know a lot of people were hoping for another map rework, but I feel like they would have announced that already. Maybe not. People were saying it would have been this week, but maybe they were just wrong. I guess there was one time where the mid-season patch didn't happen until like the end of the month, like the end of the second month of the season. So I don't know if we're doing that again. It's probably just after FrostyFest, but 17th. What is that? Like Tuesday? That could. I don't know. I forget what day of the week they normally do them. Don't they normally? I think patch notes are normally like Wednesday Japan time. Unless I'm making that up. Oh, is that? There's always some tournament in Japan, yeah. Well, oh, sorry, you mean that one? Yeah, the one time it was delayed. Yeah, I think that was it. That was the reason why, but I don't know. I guess I didn't know if there was another one. Actually, that tournament got canceled, right? There was going to be that one, but then Nintendo got like violence threats. Like there was a weird that was the whole thing. Did they never reschedule that? I guess I kind of didn't follow up on what happened there. There's supposed to be like a concert, like it was the whole like Nintendo Live event. I forget if that got like entirely canceled. Because I remember coping that there would be like, that's where they would do like a side order trailer or content extension update. At this point, it will probably just happen in the next Nintendo Direct. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I would really... I want Umami to be reworked. I'm like world's #1 Umami hater. I think Umami is the worst map in the game. Genuinely. Like, I don't know. I guess it feels better than Mincemeat on some modes, but it just looks unfinished. Like, it's just the appearance that bothers me, I think. It just literally looks and feels too small and it just doesn't work. I don't know. I really do not like Umami. And I want to love that. Conceptually, it's really cool, but the design of it just literally feels unfinished. I don't know how else to say it. Mincemeat would be nice. I just think it's ultimately Mincemeat would not be that exciting of the map, even if it was reworked. Like, I don't know. Mincemeat has the same problem with I guess it's a lot of Splatoon 3 maps, but especially like Mako Mart, I remember thinking was like the most boring map in Splatoon 2. And it's not because it's a bad map. It's like it's well balanced. Like it has some flank routes, it has some side areas. Like it's fine, but just literally the geometry of the map is just like a bunch of, you know, rectangular prisms and ramps. Like it's just very blocky and video gamey and bland and boring, and it's just not that interesting to move around on. It feels better in this game relatively to a bunch of the Splatoon 3 maps, but ultimately, I guess what I'm saying is Mincemeat, even if reworked to have a flank route, will still just be a bunch of blocks with a great bridge that you can't walk on because you instantly die to an E-liter. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like you'd have to get some pretty significant changes and like just additions. They'd have to add interesting geometry for it to be a map that I really enjoy. Whereas, you know, something like Umami, I think I really could like, just with a flank route or with literally more than one option out of spawn that isn't something that puts you at low ground and takes longer to get to than the objective, and doesn't go around the enemy. Like, the pit on the left is just literally the most pointless map geometry ever conceived in Splatoon. I don't understand it, but yeah. Like, yeah, functionally, in practice, I have fun on Umami. I don't even think it's, like, that bad. I just, like, it just confuses me. It just honestly bewilders me. Like, I don't get how they thought it was done. It just literally, it doesn't feel finished. Yeah, I mean, it's like, well, you have something like, the museum route, like Museum de Alfonsino, you can go right out of spawn, and it's a drop, but, you know, you're approaching the enemy from the side and moving past the objective. So you could actually get around people, like, entering the map and flank them, or, like, you know, pincer them, and you have that route on far left, where you're on equal ground, and can do the same thing. So that works, but then Umami, you're just lower, but it's not any closer to the objective, and you have to climb a wall to get to the objective, and there's an ink rail on the side, but that just makes it extremely obvious to the team that you are trying to get around them, and it's still not a flank route, it just puts you in mid. Like, I just don't get it. There's just not a route. It just doesn't take you anywhere. I don't get it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I do feel like complaining about the maps is so redundant at this point, though, because it's like, you know, I can direct you to about 50 Protara videos that pretty much have said the same thing already. Shoot. But yeah, it's like, I don't agree with all of his opinions, because competitive viability is not really the #1 thing to me. Like, I just want to have fun. I think Bluefin is great. I've loved Bluefin so far. Yeah, yes, it's hard to score on clams, but like, every other mode I think is pretty fantastic. It's not super balanced. You know, chargers can still just stand on the top area. Like, there's issues with it, but it's fun. It's fun to move around on. There's lots of unique terrain. The zone moving is like a super cool gimmick that no other map has. And this map is fine. I don't dislike Robo Ramen. I think it's less interesting, I guess. The you know, below route is fun. Like, it's a good map. This is definitely not one I would, like, complain about, but, you know, for me, fun is the #1 thing over balance. So, like, I would pick Bluefin over this. Yeah, I mean, it does feel weird, because, like, you know, I really think it's just a matter of, like, over-polish and over-correction. Like, Splatoon 1 maps, they didn't really know what they're doing. A lot of them are kind of really bad. Even the ones that are good have, like, some janky terrain, some weird, like, you know, just, like, the measurements. Like, you know, I was saying on, like, another stream, like, yeah, you know, everything in Splatoon is made of these, like, block units. Like, this block is here, and you can tell this is 3 blocks tall. Like, there's, like, a, you know, consistent unit scale that they use to design the maps to make them consistent and, like, you know, just easy to design around and easy to add blocks on, easy to alter the geometry. In Splatoon 1, like, didn't really do that. Like, there were, I always think of, on Arowana Mall, when you're going to the route on the right, there was a block there. Like, there was a paintable block that you could climb to get into the route on the right, but it didn't actually line up with the floor. Like, it wasn't flush. It was like, there was a block, and then there was an extra, like, 10 inches, so you just had to, like, jump again, and it was, like, really awkward. And it's like, so there's things like that, where it's like, that was just, like, you know, a lack of polish, and their, you know, lack of experience with map design, and a lot of that shows in Splatoon 1 maps, but also what shows in Splatoon 1 maps is they weren't afraid to experiment with lots of really cool ideas and gimmicks, and, you know, things other than just static terrain. So it does feel like they kind of tried to, you know, tighten up all of that in Splatoon 2, but it kind of overcorrected, and a lot of the maps felt, you know, they felt more polished, but they felt less, you know, interesting and diverse. And then in Splatoon 3, I just don't even know what happened. They just, like, overcorrected. They started chopping off sections of the maps entirely that they thought weren't necessary, even though they literally just make the map more fun to play. Oh, hey, Baron Burr. That guy's name is a Mario Galaxy reference. But yeah, and a very fitting name for the Splatfest. But yeah, it does feel like it's weird that they've kind of had to learn how to make maps, but then unlearn a little bit how to make them to consistent and polished, because really what we actually want is for them to experiment more and take more risks. So, yeah. I think Bluefin is... Oh my god. Okay, nice. Thank you for the assist, whoever that was, teammate. I think Bluefin is the first time that they have actually ported a Splatoon 1 map well, like, ever. Because in Splatoon... I'm trying to think of what Splatoon 1 maps... Well, okay, sorry, Moray Towers in Splatoon 2, I actually really like. And I think is infinitely better than the Splatoon 1 version. I actually think it was really fun. Nice. But in Splatoon 3, like, they butchered Flounder Heights, they butchered Mahi Mahi, they tried to fix Mahi Mahi, it's better, it's still not as good as Splatoon 1. Bluefin Depot is the first one where I'd actually say it's, like, equally as good, if not maybe even better than the Splatoon 1 version. So... yeah, I'm hopeful that we'll get more maps like that. I still wish they would fix all the other ones. But we'll have to wait and see. I hope we get a map rework next week. An announcement for one anyway. That would be very nice. Yeah, I mean, just, I'll never understand them. Thunder Heights is the one that blows my mind the most. It's like, there's literally just a route on right, and the path was extended, and you had more options to get into the base so that you could actually approach the high ground and flank around. Like, it just felt good. They made an uphill battle feel good. I think that's what's so miraculous about Flounder Heights, is like, you know, by all means, it should be super annoying to play on, and in Splatoon 3, it kind of is. I still think it's fun, but it's a lot less fun than the Splatoon 1 version because, you know, now you have less options to approach this high ground, which means they're more predictable, and because the enemy has that inherent advantage of high ground, it can be really hard to come back. When in Splatoon 1, you know, that literally wasn't an issue because you just had another option to take. Like, they couldn't cover all your bases. That was the thing. ProChar had, like, one really good video. It might have been on his second channel, but he was just talking about how, like, the problem with Splatoon 3 maps is that a charger or like a backline can just sit in one spot and see the entire map. And in Splatoon 1, that's just literally physically impossible. Like, you just can't, you know, point your camera in one direction and see every option. You have to, you know, be aware and move around and, you know, actually look at different directions to watch the enemy. And that made it so much easier for interesting interactions to happen. Because you could use the stealth mechanics of Splatoon's Inc. You could use, you know, wall climbing, and you could actually use the mechanics of the game to their fullest extent, you know? It just feels so weird that they would go back on that when it made the game better and feels more in line with the game's essence. I don't know, and I'll never understand. I really think it was a different group of devs. I know everyone talks about there was that hiring, you know, it was like now hiring Splatoon 3 map designers report that went out before Splatoon 3. Everyone's like, oh, they hired the wrong guy. Like, but like, you know, it's a lot of the same dev team, so it feels really strange that it would have happened. Yeah, just like the same Z-shaped layout and like all of them. I don't know. How dare you pick Shiver's team? I always pick the team that I actually care about. Because I don't really like any of the Deep Cut idols that much, so. Also, this ink color is the best, so I'm glad I went with it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, because it does suck, because like Splatoon 1 is going offline, you know? Like, we're not gonna have those maps anymore, so I really wish we could get faithful reproductions of them in this game. Oh, another 10x. I didn't think they raised the rate for this FrostyFest, but I do think I'm getting a lot of these. Yeah, the beta stuff is really strange. You know, beta Umami was better too. We saw that one screenshot in the Splatoon 3 Direct, and it literally, like, had a better spawn. I just... It does... There was some underlying design philosophy that they must have been pushing. It's really hard to say what the thought process is without knowing. Like, you know, without them just explicitly telling us what went on behind the scenes, but... I don't think it is just them being worse at making maps. I think they were trying something different. Like, I do genuinely think they were attempting... I don't know if they wanted more, you know, just more aggressive play, Because a lot of people, you know, a big problem with Splatoon 2 was that it was so passive, and that was mostly due to the specials, but, you know, I think it was also partly due to the map design, because you had these massive wide open spawns where you could just sit there and paint the floor for the first minute of the match, like, you know, grinding out specials. And, of course, you know, the specials were things like Tenta missiles and armor that encouraged you to literally not interact with the other team. And obviously we're a big part of the problem, but like I think they probably saw the maps as part of the issue and were trying to limit that kind of super passive play. But I do really just think it was an overcorrection. Especially because they made the specials so much more aggressive. Like if we just had Splatoon 3 specials on Splatoon 2 maps, that'd probably be pretty great. But it is, for me, it comes back to, like, it is like a lore thing, or like it's like a story and vibe. Like it's not even always the game design, but just literally like Flounder Heights used to feel more like a place, and now it feels like a video game level. Like taking away all the grass, kind of making it, you know, maps where it's just kind of like an obvious void. Like that's a big issue I have with Mako Mart, is like it just doesn't feel like a lived-in place. Because, yeah, it's a grocery store, but why is there a giant bottomless pit dividing an island in the middle of a grocery store? Like, I don't really get what that's doing there. So, you know, like, for me, that genuinely takes away from it and makes me like a map less, even though on a competitive level, that doesn't really matter. I think on a presentation level and immersion level, which, again, for most games, immersion is not particularly something that matters in a multiplayer shooter. But in Splatoon, that's an aspect of it that they normally do actually focus on. So to then take that away is, you know, it feels worse. Most Splatoon 2 maps are pretty much directly ported to Splatoon 3. There's like minor changes on all of them. Like, Manta Maria, they made the little hallway area a bit wider. Like, the area in between the bunker and your spawn, there's like that kind of horizontal hallway that got widened, which is nice for like Rainmaker. There's just more space. I'm trying to think. Inkblot Art Academy got like a ramp added from the lower area in some of the modes that wasn't there in Splatoon 2. Oh yeah, they removed like an inkable block in Banta for some reason, which I know people are complaining about. It's mostly just really minor things though. Humpback is like pretty much identical from what I can tell. I can't actually think of a single change on Humpback. So yeah, most of the Splatoon 2 maps are just straight ports, which is interesting because it's like, I mean, I think that's just a matter of it being less work. Like honestly, like with the Splatoon 1 maps, I don't know, like, I imagine, I'm not sure if the games run in the same engine. I'm not sure how much behind the scenes, oh hey, we're fighting Team Solo. Is that, I think it's the first Team Solo we found this stream. But yeah, like, Splatoon 2 and 3, I think under the hood are more similar games than Splatoon 1 and 2. I don't know that for sure, but I imagine, just because they're on the same console, probably has a lot to do with it. I imagine it's just easier for them to port over the Splatoon 2 maps, and because it is closer to their current design philosophy than Splatoon 1, it does make sense for them to mostly come back unaltered. But yeah, I don't know. I really wish they would do the same treatment with Splatoon 1 maps and just kind of bring them back as they were, because I think that's how most people want them. Wait, the lighting engine is different. But I feel like Splatoon 2, I mean, I know the character models are the same between Splatoon 1 and 2. Like, Splatoon 3 visually looks pretty distinct from Splatoon 2. I guess they all actually look, I don't know, like it's one of those things where it's like, there's things that are very, very similar, but then if you look at like certain specific details, the difference is obvious. Like, obviously the player models are kind of the biggest thing. The ink effects, but I mean, that's just like a texture change. I don't know. I've like read enough Oatmeal Dome tweets that I feel like I should know more about when they switched engines, because I'm pretty sure 3 is not the same engine as 1, but I don't know if it switched in 2 or if it switched in 3. Because Splatoon, it might have switched in 2. Because I want to say there's something weird, like Splatoon 1 runs in the same engine as like Mario Maker. Which is like, you know, because Nintendo just makes their own game engines, and I guess they could just do whatever they want in them. But yeah, I kind of forget what just in the terms of maps. I don't know. I mean, because it's just a model import and collision. Like, I don't feel like it being on a different console would make that much of a difference. But maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not a game designer. But I also think it's just a design philosophy change, and they felt it made sense to update them to be more in line with the Splatoon 3 maps, even though that is not what any of us wants. But you got the idea by now. But it looks like expired milk. I was saying it looks like almond milk to my friends yesterday. Like, the Team Family looks like orange juice, Team Solo looks like almond milk. I don't know what that makes Team Friends, but yeah, I don't know. So it's a weird off-white. It's different than what we've seen before. Oh yeah, I guess the model is different. I kind of forgot about that, honestly. They're a lot more similar, but yeah, it is different between 1 and 2. Oh, you said 2 and 3. Wait. They're definitely different in 2 and 3, for sure. I think they're a little bit different in 1 and 2, technically. In Humpback, there's a line of fluorescent lights that don't have collision. Oh yeah, that's weird that they don't. I don't think I've even noticed that, honestly. Yeah, the programming changed a lot between 2 and 3. Like, it might be the same engine, but they definitely, like, redid a lot of just the game, which sucks for Brillas, because they were really glitchy on launch and still don't really function. But, I know the shooting just feels better. I think that's something people don't talk about enough. Like, I don't know. Especially people who compare Splatoon 2 to 3. Like, if you directly go from multiplayer Splatoon 2, just aiming with a splatter shot, to Splatoon 3, like, I mean, I noticed the difference. Like, I mean, you noticed it from Splatoon 1 to 2, but I also noticed it from Splatoon 1 to 3. It's not just like a gamepad thing. Like, somehow in the programming they were able to, I mean, I believe they reduced the input latency a little bit. It's still not as good as Splatoon 1, but it's better than Splatoon 2, and the game just feels better. Like, it's a pretty noticeable difference to me. Like, it really makes it hard to go back to Splatoon 2 multiplayer at all. Oh, he actually got up there. Can I? Okay, that was a terrible Kraken. You know what? I'm alive, so that's fine. I don't know how, but I am alive. Yeah, well, I mean, that kind of goes hand in hand, but yeah, they reduced the input latency, but then there was also something weird with the Splatoon 2 camera, where it would, like, move automatically. Like, I forget the specifics of it, but someone showed it. I never knew about it for all of Splatoon 2, but then when Splatoon 3 came out, people noticed the difference, and someone did, like, a side-by-side comparison, and it's like, if you just, like, let the Splatoon 2 camera, if you, like, don't touch anything, it, like, drifts a little bit, but it's, like, it's not, like, stick drift, like, it's, like, an intentional part of the game design, but it's, like, it literally just messes with your aim. Like, it's really weird. I don't know, like, I don't really understand how intentional it was, or, like, how it really happened, but yeah, there's literally just something, like, messed up about aiming in Splatoon 2 that literally just, like, feels worse than the other two games. Oh my god. I please just... There we go. Don't know why I cannot land my Kraken charge. Oh. I mean, I want to say it wasn't intentional, but like, how do you how do you mess up the aiming programming in your shooter game? Oh. I don't know. It's just a genuinely like baffling thing to me because it's like I just don't. I mean, I assume it was something to like almost be like a low-level like aim assist. It's been a long time since I've seen the video. Like literally, it was like the first week of Splatoon 3, so I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but like I think it was probably supposed to make aiming easier. I wonder if I could find it. Well, some other companies have taken up gyro. I think I've heard Fortnite gyro is actually decent. Like it was really bad, but then they fixed it. I'm gonna try and look up that thing really quick. Yeah, Fortnite gyro is a thing. I assume... I don't know if it's on every... Well, actually, I was gonna say... I don't know if every console even has gyro. I think the PlayStation controllers have gyro. I don't think Xbox controllers do. I actually have no idea. I really only use Switch, so I'm not sure. But I know for sure Fortnite on Switch has gyro, and I've heard they improved it a lot. Okay, 3 motion. I don't know what to look up because I think it was like a Japanese tweet, which makes it difficult. Why is there a Washington Post article saying you should use motion controls in Splatoon 3? What? Okay, well, anyway, gotta focus on the game for a minute, but I have no idea if it's on PC. I don't know. I'm not a Fortnite person. I just hear about the game. They're not wrong. I wonder if it's by oh my god. There's a gaming journalist called Gene Park, I think is his name. I forget. There was a whole thing, like there was a gaming portion of the Washington Post that he was like the head of, and there were a bunch of other writers, but then one day all of the other writers just randomly got laid off, and then he's the only guy. I don't remember if he still works for them. I know he's still a journalist. He did a good article when Tears of the Kingdom came out, where he like met with Aonuma. I don't normally read a lot of gaming journalism from like actual outlets. I kind of just normally listen to YouTubers, but I like his stuff. He's just is generally, you know, passionate about games and has some interesting things to say. Oh yeah, everyone's saying they're not wrong. Yeah, no, I mean, it is pretty much objectively true that if you want to be good at the game and potentially have a better time, you should use motion. What? Wait, what? That guy's whale never activated. Dude, huh? What? Huh? Wait. His whale didn't work. It was defective. What was that? There were no lasers. I mean, I guess that was lag, but like, they just never happened ever. They weren't like delayed. Huh. Okay. That was confusing. Oh boy. Oh no, why'd I jump? I could have swam probably and made it. Oh no. Brushes attacking from above are so annoying. Oh my god. $150 hours, yeah. I'm proud to have been always a motion person. Okay, I've said this before, but it's just literally because I didn't know sticks was even an option. But yeah, I've always just rolled with that. Boom. It's really funny that if you just like look up Splatoon 3 motion controls, there's like 10 different That a Serby2 Dude videos. I can't. I don't know, I'm not finding it. It's all just like, you know, people who aren't really into the game saying like, oh, should I use motion controls? Why you should use motion controls? Like, I'm trying to figure out how they were improved from the games. Wanting to be better at either? Yeah, I mean, trying to play a charger, that'll do it. I can't. Charger on 6 sounds awful. Someone was saying they did that, right? I feel like, I don't know if it was Cosmic Cupid or someone the other day was saying they play charger with sticks. I do not understand how one does that and does not experience only pain, but all the power to you, I guess. Man, RNG screwed me over. I think, pretty sure it was that and just not just bad aim. Oh, okay, that was bad aim. Okay, we're gonna Kraken. Oh, hello. Where did you run off to? Not that way. Well. Stop with the angle shooters, bro. Oh my god, I'm getting out. I did not like that situation. Kinda want to recapture mid, actually. I'd rather have... Okay, it seems got it covered. I think it's more important to hold that area than to push into theirs. Yeah, I mean, it's only a thing if, like, you really, you know... Motion control is better for improving. But if you have fun playing sticks, then, like, you know, that doesn't matter, but... I don't know. I mean, for me, it's just... I can't imagine being averse to it. Like, I get that it's, you know... It's not how... If you started with other console shooters, yeah, it would feel really weird at first. But I feel like a lot of people who play Splatoon are like... I mean, I guess at this point, maybe it's different, but I don't know. Oh, that's a double Booyah Bomb. Splatoon was literally my first shooter, so I literally did not even consider not using motion, because that's just how the game told me to play. Do. You should look up, like, I'm curious still about this thing. Splatoon 3 versus Splatoon 2 motion. It's just aiming. Maybe I should just look at aiming, because it's just a camera thing. Yeah, no, it's still just giving me all the... Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's really weird going and playing, like, Halo after playing Splatoon. And it's like, you know, oh, it's like first person, and I have a melee button, and like, all these other things that you then find out are like staples of like literally every other shooter. And then you go back to Splatoon, and it's like, oh yeah, this is like a Nintendo game platformer that happens to have an aiming reticle. I don't know about Infinite. I mean, definitely not like in any of the, you know, Halo game. Any of the Halo games that made Halo iconic definitely did not have gyro. Because it really, I mean, I don't think any shooter had gyro before Splatoon, actually. I mean, that's kind of the big innovation of it. So anything that came out before 2015, probably lots of things after that, because that was the Wii U. Nope, that works out very well. That works out less well? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much always been the thing with Splatoon. Is like, really cool, innovative gameplay, but then just getting all of the easy stuff wrong, like netcode. And matchmaking. Well, matchmaking I wouldn't say easy. People complain about that in every game, but... yeah. Oh god. Yeah, I mean... the graphics thing normally doesn't bother me, because Nintendo still has really strong art direction. And art direction almost always matters more than graphical fidelity. You know, I have been outspoken about complaining about Splatsville. I think Splatsville looks really ugly compared to Ingopolis Square. I think that, you know, the textures are blurry and, like, it's really big and looks really cool and the art direction is great, but it does, you know, it's clear that the Switch could not make it look as good as, you know, I feel like it should have looked. But in most aspects of the game, it doesn't bother me. I mean, not for Splatoon, at least. I do think Tears of the Kingdom, you know, having the exact same graphics as Breath of the Wild, you know, it's a really beautiful game when it wants to be, but in, you know, certain areas it definitely does actually look pretty dated now. Yeah, the FPS caps are annoying. I mean, I wouldn't say netcode is easy, but like games with a similar player base as Splatoon had better online like 20 years. Okay, maybe not 20 years ago. I mean, close to it. 15 for sure. Like, there's really not an excuse. Like, there should be dedicated servers. An online shooter should not be peer-to-peer. That's just kind of ridiculous. It's just weird. Like, it's just a weird infrastructure. Like, they should have dedicated servers, especially because we are, you know... I don't really care that much about paying for Nintendo Switch Online. I know people complain about that a lot. $20 a year, you know, you're getting the games. I honestly think that's worth it. I think it's a pretty low price. I don't really care. But, you know, we are paying for it. So, they can afford servers. So we should have dedicated servers. Like, there's not really an excuse. it works well enough for me, but like it could be better, and there's really no reason it shouldn't be better. I don't really think it's worth complaining about it at this point, because like, you know, it's been 3 games and they haven't changed it, but hopefully Splatoon 4. I mean, I don't know. Oh yeah, anti-aliasing is also a weird thing. I don't really notice that as much personally. I'm not so much of a graphics guy that I like. I don't know. The only things that annoy me are like inconsistent frame rates, low-res textures. Those are the main things. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, low resolution on the game itself obviously is bad, but I cannot really tell the difference between 1080 and 4K if I'm being honest. So as long as it's 1080, I don't really care. I mean, yeah, it's an easier solution, but that's just because it's lazy. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's an excuse for it to be peer-to-peer. There's not a good reason. It doesn't make sense for the genre or the structure of the game. Yeah, no, and I mean, like, and at some point, like, we should be holding Nintendo to higher standards of graphics. Like, I'm not a person who's gonna care that much. I don't need my, like, 120 FPS, 5K, you know, million hertz monitor gameplay, but I want games to look good. It's 2024. I'm ready for the new console. I'm not thrilled about spending $400 on it if those rumors that came out were true, or leaks. Rumors and leaks, what's the difference really? But yeah. I'm just interested. Like I've been saying this for a long time now, but like, if Nintendo... I don't even care if Nintendo is a generation behind with the next console, because right now they're like 2 generations behind everyone else. So if they're 1 generation behind, like if we have PS4 level graphics on Nintendo games, that's good for me. I really don't need anything more than that. Like that's literally fine. Because at some point it literally just becomes, you know, almost impossible to distinguish the difference. Like the difference in graphics between every console generation gets smaller and smaller. You know, people went from 8-bit to 16-bit. That is literally twice the amount of detail. You go from 2D to 3D, you know, polygonal graphics. Like, that's a massive change in the way games look and feel. And then, you know, from there, it just kind of got, you know, a little bit more refined, then even less refined, then even less, like, it you know, every time it gets less noticeable. Every time the jump is smaller. So literally, personally, I do not own a PS4 or PS5, but when I see footage of them online, I cannot tell the difference. I could not tell you if a game was running on PS4 or PS5. Unless it's like, you know, things like the Ratchet and Clank thing where it's like, oh, it instantly loads this entire other scene in the game when you go through a portal. Like, you know, there's technological, just like, game flow, you know, innovations like that are just interesting and cool to follow, but like, genuinely, I cannot tell the difference looking at a PS4 versus PS5 game. So if we are at PS4 level for Nintendo, literally good enough for me. Like, that's, I don't need it to be better than that. Yeah, it's diminishing returns, yeah. I barely even know what hertz are, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm not a graphics guy. I have a good PC, I got it for Christmas. I cannot tell you the specs. I'll be real. I mean, okay, so Pokemon's a whole other issue because, one, the games are just rushed. Extremely rushed. Right, screen refresh. I like know that, but I always forget it. That makes sense, actually. Yeah, anyway. I remember it being explained to me, I just forgot. Pokemon games are rushed. I think a lot of Pokemon games have just genuinely poor art direction. Like, Scarlet and Violet, I don't know how, you know, it would have been difficult to make that game look good because it had to be developed so quickly. But I think it's genuinely, like, a hideous game. I don't know. I'm not a Pokemon guy in general. I'm, like, #1 Pokemon hater. So sorry if you like Pokemon. But I don't own Scarlet and Violet. I played Legends Arceus, which at the time people were making fun of the graphics of that game. And then Scarlet and Violet came out, and it's like, oh, this looks like an N64 game. Like, it did not look good. It wasn't like, you know, it just, it was just the look of the game. Like, I just think on a conceptual level, they did not know how to make those environments look good. I think Legends, okay, in retrospect, Legends Arceus looks a lot better. I wouldn't go as far as amazing, but with Legends Arceus, there's a vision, right? It's like, okay, they're going for this feudal Japan, like, brushstroke aesthetic with the UI. You know, the clouds in that game, the skyboxes were really pretty. I thought the textures were a little kind of there was really bad pop-in that was pretty noticeable. Like, just on a purely technical level, I think it was not great, but I respect it on some level because, you know, there was a vision, there was art direction, there was an idea of, like, what they wanted to go for, there were different biomes that had their own distinct feel. There was something there. With Scarlet and Violet, again, I have not played Scarlet and Violet. Maybe it looks better, I mean, I don't know why, you know, I don't imagine, like, I've seen it in motion, I've had friends who played it, I've seen trailers. I just think it looks awful. I mean, just the plains, the grassy fields, and the cliffs just have this weird grass that just, like, cuts off, and there's this weird, like, rock outline, like, it just looks two-dimensional and flat and, like, low poly, and just, I just don't know what they were doing. Like, I don't know. No, I don't own Scarlet and Violet. I really don't want to own Scarlet and Violet. I'm sorry. I'm so not interested in those games. I don't know. Pokemon is a series I have very little history with. I played a couple of the games, and I thought they were okay. Scarlet and Violet, I've heard it's fun. I've heard it has a good story. I'm sure there are good aspects of it. There's some good character design. There's really good music. All Pokemon games have really good music, I'll give them that. It's not like some disaster dumpster fire of a game, but for me, I played Legends Arceus, and then, like, a month later, they came out with the trailer for Scarlet and Violet. I'm like, dude, like, I would not want to, if this was my favorite game series of all time, I would be disappointed that they're releasing a new game this soon after the last game. Like, I don't want any game series that frequently. Like, it just feels like it's so obvious that they're just milking it for money. Like, I don't know, like, there's always going to be some level of passion, there's always going to be good things about the games, but it's just so obvious that the, you know, executives are rushing them to pump out games, and it genuinely turns me off of the whole series. Because it's just too soon. I just would get burnt out. Like, I don't want to play 2 Pokemon games in 2 years. And they came out in 1 year. Like Arceus came out in, like, January, and Scarlet and Violet was, like, that fall, I think? Like, that's just too much. That's too much Pokemon. Even if you like Pokemon, I don't know. I just can't imagine that. Like, other Nintendo series have, like, spin-offs in the same year that are, like, developed by, like, entirely different teams, or, like, one is, like, a really small scope, but that was, like, you know, Legends Arceus was, like, not technically a mainline game, but, like, it was, for Pokemon standards, like, a high-production game with a lot of content. And then they just came out with, like, the next generation the same year. Like, that genuinely blows my mind. Like, that is just not enough time. I don't know. Like, I genuinely just lose respect for that. Like, it's just too soon. Anyway, I didn't mean to go on a whole tangent about that, but on the release of Scarlet and Violet, I knew I was not going to buy it because it was literally just too soon for another Pokemon game. And then it looked really ugly, and I don't know, like, look, some people find the combat fun, some people are into the story, I get it. If you enjoy it, that's great, that's fine, I'm happy for you. First of all, I don't like Pokemon combat that much, so I didn't want to play another Pokemon game, but also, I actually totally just forgot what I was about to say. Shoot. I genuinely completely forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, my bad. But anyway. Yeah. Pokemon is a series that I think does not give its developers the time to actually properly innovate. And it makes me disinterested in the games because they all seem rushed. Oh yeah, sorry. I was going to just say that, if you like the combat and the characters and the story and the music, that's great. But but genuinely, I think there is, in a open world 3D exploration game, I think presentation matters a lot. Like, a lot of the time I spend in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is climbing up to a high place and just looking at the environment, because it looks genuinely beautiful and kind of awe-inspiring to just look at this virtual world that people have created. And if that overworld is really ugly, that I don't really want to explore it nearly as much. Like, you know, I can be motivated by the tangible game design, you know, secrets hidden within the world and items I can collect and Pokemon I can find, but if the world itself just looks hideous, I'm gonna lose a lot of natural, like, what would otherwise be organic incentive to just interact with the game world and explore it. So, anyway, that's my final thoughts on that. Xenoblade, I've only played Xenoblade 3. Oh my god. I really like Xenoblade 3. It's not like my favorite game ever. Like, it's... The combat mechanics are a lot. Like, it has a very, very in-depth combat system, and for me personally, I just think it's like too many systems overlaid on one another. I'd kind of rather there just be like a more central core mechanic that was then evolved by the different enemies in the game. Like, every enemy in the game doesn't really feel different. It's just kind of like, they technically have different attacks, and there are different stats, but you don't really manage your party the same way you would in a normal RPG. You kind of just, like, let them auto-attack, and then use attacks in a certain order to get a combo on an enemy. And it's really satisfying to pull it off, but I personally don't think... It's, like, weird, because it's so complex and so deep that I feel like it absolutely should be enough to be interesting for the entirety of the, like, 100-hour story of the game, but because it's so complex, I feel like they kind of overcorrect and make the game too easy. So what happened to me is I kind of just fell into a rhythm of, like, okay, I build my party this way, I like to control this character, because you control all 6 of your party members, but I just like to control the one I found the most fun to use, which normally just was the one whose attacks charged up the quickest, because that was... I could actually interact, you know, more frequently with the game. And I just kind of did the same thing for, like, most of the battles in the game, until I unlocked, like, another thing that was, like, slightly better, but... I didn't think the game pushed me enough to actually learn its mechanics and fully master them. But the exploring that world is very cool. The characters are really well written. The story was good. It's like, it's very anime. It's very Japanese, but I was pretty into it. I cried at one point, so I was pretty invested in Xenoblade 3. But yeah, the gameplay is not perfect in my eyes. There's a lot of things they could do to improve it, and largely just I think it could be simplified, but you know, that is just my own taste. I'm sure there are people who've been playing since the first game who, you know, every time they add a new layer to the combat, they, you know, are excited about that and like to learn it. So that's pretty much my review of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I guess. Don't have much else to say about it. Yeah, I mean, I've heard Xenoblade 1 is like really good as well. And you know, there's the definitive edition on the Switch. I've heard Xenoblade 1 has the best story. I want to play Xenoblade 1 someday, but I've heard the combat is like a little bit more boring than the other games. That's probably subjective, but I feel like I've heard that a few times, so... You know, it's an investment to play those games. They're very long RPGs. There's a ton of content and side quests and stuff you can do. So, you know, clear out your schedule, I guess, if you're gonna get into one. But they are pretty fun. Or at least 3 is. I guess I can't speak on the other ones, but I assume it's a pretty similar formula throughout them. Yeah, I've seen a little bit of Xenoblade 2 combat, and I know it has like, has like QTEs, like or like action commands. I don't know what you would call them in that context, but there's like a, you know, like timing-based things. And Xenoblade 3 didn't have any of that. It's just like your character's moves are on a cooldown, and then you use them in a certain order. I know every game has like the combo, the like 4 move. You know, there's 4 moves that you use in succession to like, I forget the order. It's like break, topple, launch, smash, or break, topple, daze, something. And that like is like the max damage combo thing. And it's basically about building your party so that you can do that effectively. And honestly, I barely learned that gameplay loop by the end of Xenoblade 3, because you don't have to do that. I think that's kind of my problem with it, actually, is like, by default, your party just auto-attacks, so if you just kind of sit there and press attacks as they charge up, then, like, you can eventually make it through most fights. It's not very punishing for not understanding the system, which, you know, on one level, that's a good thing, because the mechanics are so complex, but I feel like by the end of the game, I kind of wished it pushed me a little harder to actually master its mechanics. I don't think it's a game I'd make videos on. I don't know. I mean, my style of videos doesn't really work for 100-hour RPGs. I mean, you've seen how long it's taken me to get through Mario RPG, right? Like, that's like a really short RPG by like normal standards. And I stopped playing it for a month because I was busy and wanted to make videos on other things. And I still haven't gone back to it, so... I want to finish Mario RPG, for the record, but... I'm worse at making videos on those kinds of games, and Xenoblade would be way too long to, like, edit. I would stream that game if anything, but even then I don't really think I'd want to stream it. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't even have interest in playing the game yet, so... if I ever decide to get around to playing the game, maybe I will stream it. I will probably not ever make videos on it. I guess that is my answer. Yeah, I mean, I like to drag out games. It's a little different with YouTube, though. Like, I didn't mean to do it with Mario RPG, it's just kind of how it worked out. The problem with Mario RPG is, like, I was going to say it didn't really actually hook me that much, but the thing is, I've already watched the entire game, so it's like, I kind of know what's going to happen, so it's... My only real incentive to play the game is just to see how things look in the remake, and the music, which, you know, like, obviously the Forest Maze, I was really into the music, but, you know, I've already played the game, and as far as the videos, they get way less views than everything else on my channel, so it's a little demotivating compared to something like Splatoon, where I really like playing Splatoon. I'm normally, you know, I'm still passionate about getting on Splatoon and playing. There's events that happen in Splatoon, and obviously my channel is built around the game, so that's where most of my, you know, viewership comes from, so... I would like to diversify my content. I'd like to go back to streaming single-player games, because I streamed a few other games and had a really fun time streaming them. Like, even though I didn't have that many viewers, I really, really enjoyed my Kirby and the Forgotten Land streams. I actually streamed Pokemon Legends Arceus on Twitch. So I'd like to go back to doing that. I guess, I mean, let me know. I don't know if you guys, I guess a few of you have said you'd be interested in seeing stuff, so that's nice to know. But then, you know, also, I don't really... It's difficult for me to stream more than once a week. So, you know, if I am going to play like an RPG, it's kind of awkward to only play it once a week, because I'm probably going to want to play it more than that. But then I wouldn't want to, you know, I feel like it's weird to stream part of a game and then just leave out massive chunks. And then if people are just watching, then they're completely lost. I don't know. It's a thing I haven't really thought through fully. But I would consider doing it more in the future. I might do that with Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door remake. Because I have played that in game entirely already, so I probably wouldn't mind so much waiting to play it, and that is something I would kind of like to make content on. So, do yeah, I mean, it depends on the game though. Like, there's not always that much side content. And something like Xenoblade, there definitely would be. Oh my god. The thing I always think of when I think Xenoblade side content, I feel like I've brought this up on stream before. I don't know if I did, but there's this side quest. It's like, you go back to the first colony where you start, like the first town, basically, that the characters come from. And there's this quest where it's like, you know, in Xenoblade 3, you fight basically the government. So it's like, okay, we don't have our consul anymore to take care of us and provide resources because we, like, rebelled against them. So our people don't have food, we're just relying on, like, trading with the other colonies. So they're like, okay, let's, like, try and teach the villagers how to, you know, grow crops and build a farm. So then for, like, the next, like, 4 hours of gameplay, you're just, like, watching them plant potatoes and then talking about, like, oh yes, the potatoes. And then they're like, oh no, the potatoes didn't do well. Maybe the climate isn't good enough for these potatoes. And then you, like, find different potatoes and they're like, oh, the potatoes are doing well. And it's like, I like the characters in the game, but it was just mind-numbing. It was literally just, like, this 3 to 4 hour potato quest. I was kind of losing my mind. And then, but then you have other side quests, right? Where it's like, there was just some guy who was just, like, an extra voice actor. Like, you know, he was just, like one of the miscellaneous guys. He wasn't for any particular character. And there was this, there's, like, hero quest in the game, where it's like, it's a side quest, but it's about this specific character, and they go through some kind of development, or you, like, learn about their past or whatever, and then you unlock their, like, combat style for your party. And there's this, you know, that's what the potato quest was. His hero quest was just growing potatoes. But then there was this other guy who's, like, you find out he had this dark past. Like, you travel to, like, this scorched battlefield, which is, like, where the game starts, when they're, like, you know, introducing the game's, like, philosophy on war, and you find out there was, like, you know, he had some old name that he no longer uses because it became associated with this legend where he, like, went insane and, like, killed a ton of people at this, like, bloody, violent battle, and, like, you know, completely changes your perspective of the character. And there's, sorry, what I was saying about the voice actor, yeah, there's this minor voice actor who's, like, the antagonist of that part, who is, like, one of the best performances in the entire game. Like, he just randomly, like, popped off and, like, had this whole speech, and, like, you know, that's my problem with side quests in super massive RPGs and knowing about how to make content on them, is like, I wouldn't want, you know, that would be really interesting for a stream. The potato quest would not be very interesting for a stream, but it's really hard to know going into it what it's gonna be when the game categorizes them as the exact same type of thing. That was another very long tangent I didn't really mean to go on, but you get the point. Side quest can mean anything, and it's hard to know what really is the content that is meaningful and interesting and what is not. Also, at the end of the day, blah, blah, I'm stumbling over my words. I'm saying too many of them about video games, but at the end of the day, there are some games I just kind of want to play by myself and not for content. In lots of games, I'm really glad I actually didn't stream, because I had more kind of a personal time with them, or, like, you know, for whatever reason, I feel like a stream would not have added to the experience. Whereas something like Kirby, I actually really am glad I streamed Kirby, and Pokemon, for that matter, because it, you know, those games are fun, but I really like being able to kind of talk to people and have a fun time while playing them. So it just depends. Ultimately, it just depends. But I would like to stream more games in the future, yes. That is the TLDR of all of that. Oh my god. I feel like I ramble a little too much. I know I don't want to, like, apologize for it, I guess. I guess that's kind of the point of streaming, but sometimes I wish I could say things a little more succinctly. That's why scripted videos are nice. I say that while working on an over hour-long video essay, but that's a little different. Yeah, I mean, I assume if people keep coming back, then that's, you know, you like it or tolerate it, at least. I said this before, I say this like every stream, I don't know. I don't mean to repeat myself. That's also a problem with streaming once a week, is, like, I forget what I've said. I feel like I repeat myself a lot, and I don't want to do that either. I'm probably just being too self-conscious about it and should just play video games and talk about them, because that is what we're all here for, but You know how it is. Ooh, I was hoping that would not get me. Here for the rants mostly? That's what I like to hear. Because I got plenty of that. Let's see more where that came from. Yeah, honestly, being told that I can be background noise while people are working stuff that is a high honor. That is absolutely what I hope my streams can be. I mean, obviously it's fun when people are like, you know, super into it and engaging, but you know, background noise is not a bad thing either. It is the service I am providing. I know I'd mentioned it before. I don't like that bell at the end of the losing song. It like feels like my ears are ringing. I need to drink some water after all that. Yeah. I mean, that's the awkward thing about streaming, right? Is like there's no one here to tell me to shut up. Like no one's gonna be like, bro, you're boring. They're just gonna click off the stream. So like, there's not the normal social feedback, I guess, of knowing if I'm going on for too long. So sometimes I just like to check in and make sure we're all doing good. Because I am the guy. I'm definitely the friend who just starts ranting about random stuff. Ugh. Well, that was weird. I like sorted my inventory after the game started. Or I switched the map. I guess that's what that was. Did that guy spell sabotage wrong on my team? Isn't it sabotage? Or am I stupid? I can't remember. Anyway, I feel like we've been playing on these maps for a long time. I mean, obviously it's been 2 hours, but kind of ready for a rotation change. I ran out of ink. I ran out of ink. I thought with the whale I was for sure gonna break the guy's armor, but that's didn't work out. Yeah. I mean, that's why I really just need to finish this video essay, because it's like, I legitimately just need to get some of these thoughts out of my head. Like, and I can stop repeating myself so much in streams, hopefully, because I can just be like, hey, watch the video. Was that 3 Booyah Bombs in a row? Hello? That was a terrible bazooka, by the way. Yeah. Okay, someone on my team just popped up and killed a bunch of them, so hopefully we can take this back. Whoa, there. I don't know why I squid rolled. That was weird. I mean, I meant to, but I don't know why I meant to. That did not go to plan. Okay, that was a weird... kind of panicked a little with that last flick there, but ultimately worked out. Oh, the Booyah Bomb is here. Oh my god. The burst bomb combo did not work. Die. Okay. Yes, nice. Okay, I read them going to the ramp. Awesome. I don't know. I'm weirdly proud of that kill. Oh, and then I die stupidly. I want to say we got that. Oh, you have to go now. Okay. See you, Fat Fishy. Thanks for chilling. Glad you enjoyed the rambling. Dang. I thought okay, for a second I thought we had that, but I guess not. Ba-da-ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Oh. I like the song except for that last bell. I feel like they just didn't cut it off soon enough. I wish there was a little bit of a... I don't know. The volume was lowered. I'm trying to like a fade out. I was gonna call it a constant power, because that's what it's called in Premiere Pro. When you, it's basically the audio equivalent of like a crossfade. But it's... You can fade two audio tracks into one another, so it's not just a fade out, because it's like a fade together. I just kind of am tired of these maps right now, so I might just go walk around the plaza for a bit. Until rotation changes. Also, wait, I have some messages to check, sorry. Sorry, okay. Did I get... Sorry, I'm trying to make plans tonight with friends, and I was just seeing if they had said anything. Okay. Nope. Let's look at some of the art. I looked at... Here, I got a cool screenshot, actually. There was, like, some good art of the, yeah, this one. I don't know. It's just cool that it worked out, that it had the 3 different, well, I say the 3 different idols, I guess that's Callie, but 3 of the idols on the banners together for each team. I like that someone did the Squidward alone. It's a good big man. I like that one. Just feel like we can take some time to bask in the special festivities of FrostyFest while we wait for the map rotation to not include Undertow. Oh, there's that Callie one again. With Cephalorock. Oh, that... Okay. I don't know, it's like a meme text font, but that's a good one. Gravity Falls is based. Hold on. That one's a little different from the other ones. Oh wait, okay, never mind. It's okay, I'm gonna be honest. That is Callie eating noodles. I'm pretty sure. I thought it was her taking a hit of a bong. I'm actually not sure which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's noodles. I don't know why I saw a bong at first. Because there aren't like lines on the noodles. It's just like a solid... Okay, maybe that's just me. Anyway. It's noodles. It is noodles. I mean, that's not like an entirely random thing, to be fair. I feel like I've seen a strange amount of art of characters hitting bongs lately. Oh, I didn't even notice the snowflake things here. What is that? Oh, there's little, like, floating lanterns. On the plaza? I mean, I've seen much worse things in the Splatoon plaza. I would not put it past anyone. Are they, like, holding... Why do they have babies? Wait, is this this is a parody of the Xenoblade thing? I think? Wait, why is... Oh, because it's family. I get that it's family, but who had the children? Wait, what do they mean by that? Okay, well... Oh, hey, Omno, yeah. Hi, yeah, that's, I mean, if we're comparing the characters to the Xenoblade one, there's some interesting implications here, but I guess maybe we don't need to look too far into that. The best Anarchy Poison solo? I like Big Man's. That's the Cali one, shows up everywhere. Yeah. I don't know. I don't love the way they play in game. Like, it's cool the way the floats fly by, but I feel like it's really hard to just, like, actually listen to the songs. So... yeah, it's a Big Man is just my favorite. But they're hard to hear. Because it feels like the audio is, like... it's like where the float is, it's not really below the float, so it's, like, hard to actually hear the song. Yeah. I love the Cali art. Cephalorock is just really, really good. I enjoy seeing their art for pretty much every fest. Okay, I'm going to just sit here and wait for the rotation. What's next up? On the open... oh, Bluefin might be fun. Yeah, I'll probably mess around in open. If there are any, friend people here, if you guys want to play. I don't know. I'm cool just playing by myself for this stream, but whatever you guys want to do. Did I even get given a pro power? Like, I do not care at all about FrostyFest power. I don't even know if it was doing the thing. Because I know you have to play like a weird amount of pro matches before it even shows you. Oh yeah, I picked the wrong team. That's what happened. Uh-huh. I don't know what to play. What should I play, guys? Why don't you guys give me a weapon? Because I have no clue. Pretty much down for anything right now. Well, not literally everything. I maintain my right to veto any weapon I really hate, but... oh, you're here. I guess it's gonna be Bamboo if you're here, yeah. I can play Bamboo. Mr. B? I don't know that person by name. I feel like I might know their style if I saw it. The main ones I always just know are Cephalorock and GS Standard, the fake Miiverse guy. And Deadline posts the cool Harmony ones sometimes. I like those. Bluefin, cool. I say it every Splatfest, but I really wish we could recon the maps at night. Because, man, seeing this at night actually... that gives me some nostalgia. I feel like I always think of this map when I think of Splatoon 1 Splatfest for some reason. I always picture, like, this and Walleye Warehouse. So it's very nice to see this again. Oh, they disconnect. Well. I always want the thing to come up before I hit the water, but I'm always a little too early. Man, that was... we got Squid Sisters music on Bluefin. I was feeling all nostalgic and then disconnect. I guess that should be nostalgic too. Splatoon 1 netcode was even worse. feel like I have a vivid memory of, watching Swimming Bird. I don't know if any of you guys know him. He is a YouTuber who does a bunch of Nintendo stuff. He did Splatoon 1 Splatfest. I think he streamed a bunch of them. I don't know if I watched it live or watched the VOD, but I can picture Swimming Bird, like, playing Bamboo on Bluefin Depot for a Splatoon 1 Splatfest. I don't know why, I just, like, that pops into my mind. He is a classic, he's been around. I think he's the one, he's the person who made me realize I could roll splat bombs instead of throwing them in an arc. Like, literally, I don't think I ever, like, thought to do that before watching. I remember watching him play Permanent Ink Brush. I watched him a lot in Splatoon 1, actually. Oh god. Adam, aka Swimming Bird, yeah. He did Minecraft stuff. I think I found him through Minecraft stuff. And then I watched his Splatoon stuff. Then he stopped uploading for like a long time, but I think he's kind of back into it now. Or I don't know if he ever like stopped fully, but I know he had like month-long, like several month-long breaks between videos. I think, yeah, it's Adam, because that's his real name was Adam, so it's just Adam, aka Swimming Bird. I think that's what the intro was. Oh, nice. He named his streams like Splatter Day Night Live, so I always thought it was a good title. Oh. I'll do it. I haven't played that Octobrush in forever with Zipcaster. That might actually be kind of fun. I haven't played Octobrush period in just a super long time because I just like Paintbrush more than the other brushes normally. But I might give that a shot. That was the first weapon we ever saw with Zipcaster. That was your nest saying icky fire? Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense that it's the only Squid Sister song just because it's the only modern one. Like, it was made canonically during the time of Splatoon 3. Classic Bamboo W. Suppose it is. I want to switch to that Octobrush for a bit. I might not like it. I don't know. I'm so used to Zipcaster Stamper, but I kind of want to give it a shot. Just because it's been, like, literally since, like, the start of Splatoon 3, I think. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's, like, at the very back of my thing. Have I even... Yeah, I've played it that much. And that was pretty much all... Here we go, let's do the brush build, but then play the... Okay, well, I messed that up. There we go. What is Suction Bomb? I was thinking it had Auto Bomb. Kinda like Suction better, actually. Oh, it feels so fast after playing Paintbrush for so long, wow. Yeah, I kinda like this. I kinda like the way this feels. I know it's like, it's pretty predictable compared to Stamper, Because what makes Stamper so good with Zipcaster is you can zip in and then have that one shot. So you can just get in really fast. And with this one, you kind of have to, like, rain down ink on people. Otherwise, they'll just see your Zipcaster and probably kill you first. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I'm familiar with the Squid Sister songs. I know them well. Oh my god. Oh, I did not see that bomb until it was too late. Oh my god, do they have multiple killer whales? I was getting that a lot. They only have the one. I guess that was only the second one. I don't know, it felt frequent. Maybe it was not... That's really so much. Well, I messed that up. If I turned around midair, that could have been really good, but they, I just saw what I was doing there. I probably should have just gone straight for the lamp instead of, going to the sign first. Oh god. Are you writing an essay? I'm trying to think if any of the band things are, like, technically collabs. I mean, Despair was formed from the basis of Squid Squad. I guess that's not a collab, but that's just a band, I don't know. Two bands with the same member. Someone mentioned the possibility of a Marina and Deadfish collab, or Pearl and Deadfish collab for that matter, in Side Order, and now I very much want that to be a thing. And get some, like, Deadfish lo-fi with Marina vocals, that would go hard. I don't know if go hard is the right way to describe vaporwave music, but you get the idea. It would be good. Probably not worth it to Zipcaster there. I was hoping I could, like, kill the guy or something. What we do here in the cloud, we overthink. Oh, we won that, wow. Oh, that reminds me, MatPat retired. that's a thing everyone's talking about lately. Because I guess a lot of major YouTubers have been kind of stepping down too, it's not just him. None of them I particularly, like, care about. Like, it's interesting, because, you know, MatPat was a just kind of staple internet personality. So, I mean, yeah, it's just interesting to see it happen, but I haven't watched MatPat in years, and I kind of don't like his content. I don't know, I don't want to be rude, because it's like... I don't know. I guess it sounds kind of rude to say this, but I'm surprised at how much positive, like, sentiment I have seen, like, in terms of, like, oh no, MatPat's gone, because, like, I guess I kind of thought, I don't, like, okay, I think it's really cool that he went from, like, a solo creator who recorded his videos, like, in a closet, because he didn't have proper recording equipment, and has expanded to, like, this, you know, literal company with, like, I mean, it's not drama, it's, I am too small to have any kind of, like, you know, I'm not shooting shots at him, I'm just saying, I think it is cool how far he has grown, I think it is cool what he represents as far as content creation on the internet, but I feel like for a pretty, like, decent long time, a lot of his stuff has kind of just been like algorithm bait. Like, I feel like he very much is like, okay, this is what's trending, this is what people are talking about, let's make a video about this. And it didn't really feel like a lot of it came from a place of passion. I know a lot of videos pretty much just angered whatever fan base they were about. Like, I know he got the Kirby fan base really mad, he got the Hollow Knight fan base really mad because he just, like, blatantly ignored, like, established lore in his theories, like, and didn't do proper research. And it's not just him, like, it's been a team of people for a long time, which I don't know if that makes it more or less excusable that they are missing this information, but, you know, it's... I don't know. I think he's a good person. I think he ultimately, like, did good things for content creation on the internet, but I guess his actual... I say his. The videos on the Game Theorist channel for a long time, I'm not under the impression have been of actually very good quality. Like, the editing is good, they're high production value, but I haven't watched any of the FNAF ones, I will say. I don't care about Five Nights at Freddy's at all. Maybe those ones were better. I know that there's some weird stuff where it's like he basically, like, wrote the story because then the creator of FNAF was like, oh, that's a good idea, I'll just do that. And it wasn't actually, like, a plan from the start. I don't know. But... in a broad sense, I respect MatPat and game theory, but I don't really love the show, and I certainly won't really miss it. But maybe now, I don't know, maybe it's rude to say that. I don't want to be mean, but it's like, I don't know. I don't really keep up with a lot of internet personalities on that scale. Like, the only really person, I don't know. I mean, I watch some, like, I watch, like, Vinny and Germa, who are, like, streamers, who are, like, you know, maybe about the same level of popularity, but, like, besides that, I'm not really a person to, like, watch videos produced by, like, a team of people. As far as gaming stuff, like, obviously other things, it makes sense, but for a gaming theory video, I just feel like if you have a team working on it, I don't know. I feel like it's not really, like, the, you know, one-man YouTuber... I don't know what the word I'm looking for here, but it's, you know... He came from humble beginnings, and I think it's cool how far he has come, but pretty much ever since he exploded in popularity and actually started, you know, turning it into, like, an entire company thing, I feel like the quality of the content has not actually really been there. So, mixed feelings, I guess. I don't really, you know, like I said, it's just interesting. It's just a development in the timeline of the internet that he is now gone. So it's something to talk about, but yeah, it's not really... I don't know. Also, I'll always have slight beef because one of his most popular theories is the Rosalina theory, and Mario Galaxy is my favorite game ever, and that theory is just completely, like, explicitly wrong. Like, and it's just, I don't know. It is the thing of separating the content from the creator, I guess. like the art from the artist, the content from the creator. That makes sense, I guess. It's not really saying on its own, but it might as well be. But, yeah. I don't have a problem with him, but... I mean, yeah, like, it's... I like the way he described it. Like, I watched his goodbye video, and I really like his, like, kind of philosophy of, like, you know, looking way too deep into games, and, like, you know, it all comes from a place of passion. And I guess that's what I feel was missing from his more... I haven't watched a lot of his more recent stuff, so maybe it's there and I'm just not as aware of it, but, like, I guess I was under the impression it didn't feel like it was coming from as much of a place of passion anymore. Like, his first few videos that were all, like, Link and Mario, it's like, okay, these are games, you know, he has personally played himself and been invested in, and this is just some weird thing he thought about, so he decided to try and solve it with science, or, you know, he connected these you know, elements of the story that people normally wouldn't put together. And that stuff is cool. And I think the idea of looking at games in that kind of analytical way is really interesting. I mean, obviously, I am a lore guy. Like, I like that stuff. But I feel like for a long time that has not really actually been... I don't think the content on this channel has reflected that approach to thinking about games. I feel like they've tried to be kind of trend chasers. Their editing... I guess there's nothing objectively wrong with the editing, it's just very kind of, like, mainstream meme-y and, like, not appealing to me. It's just overproduced. I think overproduced is a good way. Like I was talking about, like, Undertale and Deltarune theories earlier. I watch, like, hour-long video essays that are pretty much entirely just footage from the game relevant to what they are speaking about. Or, you know, like, a blank background image for transition. Like, or, you know, like, for, moments where they're just speaking and there's not really anything necessary to show on screen. And I guess I feel like that's all you really need for a video like that. Like, I don't think you need these, like, PNGs and goofy eyeballs and, like, I don't know. And, you know, I'm just maybe not the target audience for it. I think that's a big part of it. I think they maybe, you know, some of them aim for a younger audience, some of them aim for just, you know, just the people who like game theory, who like that editing style and are used to it. Yeah, it felt a little too, I don't know. And it's, you know, on some level, like, you know, I get it. Like, if people want to be successful on YouTube, if you want to really make a career off of it, if you want to, you know, be able to pay employees who are editing your videos, maybe that's the cost of that. You know, maybe you have to appeal to the algorithm. Maybe you have to try to be mainstream. You have to chase trends. You have to talk about popular games. And maybe that's just how it is. And I guess for me, the lack of authenticity bothers me. Like, that's something I look for in a creator, and it's not necessarily something other people do. Some people like highly produced videos that talk about games they like. And if that's the case, you know, obviously the channel is extremely successful and it works. So I can't entirely blame him. I don't think it makes anyone there a bad person, but it feels like it lacks authenticity and real passion. And I guess ultimately that's why I was kind of surprised to see people be like, no, MatPat's leaving, because I guess to me the channel now represents something about YouTube that I don't particularly like. Yeah, I feel like I said that pretty well. That's pretty much how I feel about that. So I don't have a problem with MatPat as a person, but I would honestly not mind that kind of content changing or going away. So I guess I'm not particularly sad about it. And the content isn't going away, it's just different people making the videos now, so I guess none of that's really relevant anyway. Anyway, that was a whole MatPat tangent. I didn't really mean to talk about that long. But it is interesting, you know, to see other YouTubers move on, burn out. Like, it's not really a thing that applies to me, because I don't do this as a career. Like, you know, when I get burnt out, I just don't upload for 3 weeks, and it doesn't matter, because this is not my job. So, you know, like I said, it's just interesting to consider the internet landscape. Like, it's just kind of a... I think it's a bit of a historical moment, in a way. But not one that particularly affects me beyond just, oh hey, that's a thing that happened. We've been going for 2.5 hours already. Honestly, kind of flew by. Yeah. Well, it's just, you know, I watch other people who I feel like do have... I guess that's my issue with it, is I watch people who do it as a career who are more authentic. And obviously, you know, maybe they're trying to support themselves and, like, a spouse, and not an entire team. Like the Game Theorist, but... I guess just for me personally, I would much rather watch videos produced by one person that are less profitable. You know, it sucks to say, because I want the creators to be successful and be financially comfortable, But, you know, bottom line is, if, you know, I wish the whole YouTube algorithm was different. I wish it valued authenticity, but it doesn't. And despite that, I am still going to seek out, you know, authentic creators, because that's like, that is what I like watching. So, yeah, that is just how I feel. Oh my god. Where'd that guy go? Oh, he died, okay. Could have attacked the guy a little earlier and probably lived that, but oh well. Ugh. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. That was a nice double, kind of happened on accident. You know, I can Zencast up here. I guess that's probably what I should be doing, right? That was maybe not the best place to go, because they're going to cover that back up again, but at least it will be a temporary distraction. Or it was. Okay, actually, this is kind of not going great. I might try and go in to the other side. Yeah, we did not get that one. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Bum. What should I play? Anyone got any recommendations? I don't know what to play now. You got 20 seconds with YouTube chat delay, so we'll see if anything comes in. I might play end parries. Oh god, can I switch in time? Okay, you know, screw it. Heavy Splatling. I can switch to that build more easily, so might as well. Oh, but I don't run speed on the shirt like I normally do because it's Splatfest tee. Well, this will be interesting. I still have run speed on the shoes, I think. Wish you could check your gear, like, during this part, but you can't. Here we go. I never did figure out Twitch chat, by the way, which you might have noticed, or Twitch, you know, multi-streaming on Twitch. I said I was going to by this week, and I didn't. I kind of forgot, and then I remembered, but then it was kind of too late to figure it out. Yeah, no, I got a bunch of, I actually got 100x on the stream, like, pretty early on. And I've gotten a couple of 10x's. Oh, shoot. I think you might be a little bit behind, man, Care Bear. I feel like your messages are showing up very, very late compared to what happens. I don't know if you want to refresh, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe it can't be helped, but... Oh. Oh, no. But yeah, sorry, I was talking about Twitch. Yeah, I don't really have an excuse, I just didn't figure it out in time, but... All I was gonna say is, it's interesting, like, I literally have dropped to 0 frames this stream. So it's crazy that just, you know... Going to Twitch, like, I don't know, you'd think I'd have, like, some bandwidth issues, or, like, I'm almost surprised it's been, like, flawless. I mean, I think that normally is how it is when I only stream on YouTube, but it's crazy that it goes from literally works perfectly to add Twitch, and all of a sudden, you know, like, 10% of my frames are not actually viewable. Okay, cool. Oh, I was hoping that would be a double. Whoa, okay, whoa, that was the worst thing I could have done. Yeah, sometimes YouTube is weird and it will just not catch you up all the way, I think. I don't know. I genuinely, like, I watch a lot less streams than I used to, and I wonder how much of that is due to, like... Oh, that was kinda nice. I feel like the main time I would probably watch a stream is, like, a Saturday afternoon. And now that is when I stream. So I feel like I've just kind of taken up that slot of when I would normally do it. Like, I don't know. Every once in a while I'll hop in, like, watch a friend's stream, but it's very rare that I watch... Like, when I watch VODs of a lot of streamers, but it's very rare that I watch people live. So I was gonna say, I think Twitch... Or YouTube chat does that sometimes with a weird delay, but I don't even know, because I barely even watch YouTube streams. So... Don't ask me. Welcome to the cloud. Alright, we'll go for 15 more minutes, or until I get ruler +2, whichever comes first. It'll probably be the 15 minutes, but we'll see. But yeah. Today, it's just been a weird 24 hours, because I just, like... I've mentioned this a couple times. I just don't know why I stayed up so late last night. I had no good reason to. I was just like... You know, motivation comes and goes with making videos. Oh, see you, Mel. Thanks for hanging out. But, you know... Motivation comes and goes with making videos. I really want to finish this video essay. I randomly got a surge of passion at, like, midnight last night, so then I just worked on it for, like, 5 hours. And it's like... Yeah, it's good. I'm glad that I got some stuff done, but... I was up way too late, and now I just feel messed up today. It's been a good stream despite that, I feel like. I don't know. I've had good rants, good conversations. But yeah, not my best decision, probably. Oh! I almost got the cancel, but even if I got the cancel, I would have died anyway. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. This is a bad situation. Yeah, I mean, I'm really proud of it. I was gonna say I don't want to overhype it. I just don't want to talk about it so much because it's like I know I keep talking about it. I just gotta finish it. I just gotta finish it. Come on. Come on. Dude, I thought it was through the wall. I don't know why I'm like freaking out. Got a random surge of energy this game, I guess. I'm like weirdly hyped for no reason. I'm jumping every time I die. Man. Really? Thought for sure it would happen when he was climbing that wall. Go? Okay, that was just a weird... I feel like he splashed down like the frame before he hit the ground. Because that was a super jump splashdown, but it looks like he touched it. That was weird. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, he just bloop, bounced off the ground. Oh! I wonder if that's like a... if that was a lag thing, or if there's like a grace period window where you're able to super jump splash down after technically landing. I'm pretty sure he didn't touch the ground, it was just really close, but... I don't know. I wonder what that looks like on their screen. Are you saying this way? No, booyah. Okay. Scared there was someone in our spawn. Oh, there is someone there. Hold on. Okay, they died, but can still get this part. Nice. Oh, wow. Okay, we all moved to this side, and then they all took that side. Shoot. Dude, the amount of times I land just short of one, like, I'm always one shot away from killing someone with this weapon. Every single time. I don't know if it's just like if it's a thing where I'm not tracking them, or if it's like I think they're already dead, so I'm moving my reticle off of them. I'm not really sure. Probably something where I'd have to like watch my own footage back, but I don't know if I care that much. You got that right. Really? Oh. Okay. Dang. Yeah, I think I've seen that name before too, which is the worst part. I feel like I've seen Woomy Map before too. I don't know. I wonder what percentage of the Splatoon player base I have queued with. Probably pretty small, because it's like, you know, somewhat regional. But it would be interesting. I know a lot of people like in late Splatoon 2 X rank, people would just like recognize players. Because at some point you just get matched with like, you know, people of high enough power. There's only so many people playing the game, you basically just start to know everyone. I was never really like that, but I know some people. I have some friends who are like loosely competitive, and they know like all the top people. Not like necessarily personally, but like they are aware of all of them and know all their names and stuff. Damage use. Yeah, no, there's some people that's definitely just like a timing thing. When I'm playing open with my friends, I feel like we always encounter like the same teams even. Like, there's just, like, other friend groups who play at the same time as us. Okay. Sploosh did not rush me down. Yeah, no, yeah, it's cool encountering familiar faces, have little, like, rivalries in your head that the other people may or may not be aware of. There we go. Our spawn isn't super clean, but... Oh, that guy fell off the map. I should've just cracked him the second I was up there, honestly. I don't really know what I was doing. Yeah. I mean, I know. I think I've heard of people, like, you know, you can go to, like, recently played with players and send them a friend request and go into a private battle and then, like, write out your Discord tag in ink. I think I've heard of people doing that, but it's pretty hard to communicate that without any explicit, you know, actual text or language to get to that point. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've never personally met someone literally through a game. I've met people on Discord servers for like a YouTuber or a game or something, but that'd be crazy to actually meet someone like in like, people meeting like their wives in an MMO or something. Like, I can't imagine that. It'd be I mean, it's kind of cool, honestly, but has not happened to me. Splatoon spouse. That'd be great. You tell people like, oh yeah, like we met at a party. And it's like, no one tell them it was a squid party. It was in Turf War. What's going on in their spawn? Or like all the like swim trails. Well, didn't that... I think that could happen in Splatoon 1, Omno. Like, I think when you sent a friend request on Wii U, couldn't you, like, include a message? So people would, like... I remember seeing some post that was, like... Someone, like, thought they were, like, became friends with, like, some Japanese person, in Splatoon 1, and they sent them a friend request, like the person sent them a friend request in Japanese, so they were like super excited, so they went and translated it, and then it just said like, kill yourself, sniper, or like it was just like something like that. Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't know. I miss Miiverse stuff, but it is, like, pretty much just impossible to effectively moderate that. And I kind of get them not wanting to expose children to some of those things. You could do video calls on Wii U. Yeah, I guess that probably could also lead to some bad things. I don't know. I never really heard any stories about that. I used it once, like, with a friend. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if people really ever use that. Because, I mean, most people have phones. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really funny how little they care. Like, I'm not gonna say it's a good thing, because there are children that play this game, and there are some interesting posts in the square sometimes. But, I mean, I like that stuff doesn't get censored. I mean, it's cool for all the people, you know, like, there's lots of gay people. And I genuinely, though, I mean, it's cool that, like, it's a very diverse community, and it's cool that people are able to be themselves and represent themselves and talk very openly and freely. Like, Splatoon is weirdly this, like, kind of almost like safe haven platform. I know that's kind of what Miiverse was for a lot of people. It's like, you know, it's Twitter, but everyone there is just people who likes Nintendo games. Like, they let a lot slide, yeah. But, you know, obviously there are issues with that, but it's cool. I don't know. It's an aspect of the community that I always have liked a lot. It's very cool that there is in-game stuff. Yeah, no, it literally is just the ideal version of Twitter. Oh my god. Yeah, no, this is... It's easily their best Splatfest song. I feel like Daybreaker Anthem might be my favorite deep cut song overall. This is my favorite, like, battle one, though, yeah. Like, upbeat one. Yeah. But yeah, no, I love this one. This is the first deep cut song that I, like, unequivocally love. Well, besides Daybreaker Anthem, I guess, but I don't know, most of their music is, like, I didn't really like their single-player music very much at all. Like, the first one is good, I don't like the second one. I don't remember their names, but, I don't know, compared to Off the Hook stuff and Squid Sister stuff even, like, I just don't really vibe with a lot of it, but Big Betrayal goes so hard. I mean, you can blast it through your car if you connect YouTube. That's what I do. Oh my god, sorry, I just threw up in my mouth a little. That was really gross. I'm not sure why that happened. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, no, I'm good. I just... Whoa. What was that? Was that a vacuum? Sorry, I closed my eyes and heard that explosion. It sounded weird. Like I said, I'm losing my mind a little bit today. I'm very tired. But that's okay, because we are almost at the 3-hour mark. I will probably do one more game. Yeah, I mean, I've talked a lot about Deep Cut. I like that they're different. I just don't like their writing as much. So... And I don't like their music as much for the most part. So I've been iffy on them, but they're okay. Big Betrayal made me like them a lot more, just because they had like a fun story moment with that. Yeah. I got water. I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry, guys. Yeah. I'm so... The amount of times in every stream that I mention Side Order and just say that I'm excited for it. I feel like that'd be a very dangerous drinking game. But, yes. Very, very, very excited to see Off the Hook again in Side Order. Presumably coming within the next 2 months, maybe like a month and a half. Maybe, hopefully, maybe, if we got any news ever, that'd be cool. I mean, I'm hoping March. I know it said spring, but like the start of the quote-unquote spring season for Splatoon is March 1st. So that's my cope date. I don't know. I kind of figured that was reasonable, but God, I might have to wait for April. I don't know. I've been telling myself March 1st in my head. Maybe I shouldn't though. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, right? So like, there's normally a Nintendo Direct. I've said this so many times, even alone. We're getting a Direct either this month or next month. That Direct will almost definitely have a release date, and I'm hoping they'll just say it comes out March 1st. It'd be really cool if they did that. And I just want to know, even if it doesn't come out March 1st, just tell me. Please, just tell me anything. I just want to know how long I have to wait. Ugh. Wrong December 3rd, no. Planned all important life events around side order release. Literally, yes. I mean, I'll be in classes then, so unfortunately, some planning will not be in my control, but, yeah. I mean, I'm hoping it comes out on a Friday. I don't have classes on Fridays, so if it comes out on a weekend, I mean, that's just what I'm doing that weekend. Birthday postponed, wedding postponed. Finals week, sorry I'm failing, honestly. Yeah. Well, it's funny for me too, because I keep saying like this is literally the, you know, my final semester of college, but I'm not saying like, oh, 2024, the year I graduate college and like become a real, you know, like adult in society. It's like, no, 2024, the year of side order. It's the like the meme of the guy in the like sweatpants versus the tuxedo. Graduation ceremony side order. It is all of those things and more. It is, yeah. Which I am scared I'm hyping it up way too much, but I don't know, man. It has to be good. It just literally has to be, or I'll die, I think. I don't know. Okay, well, we got the 100x like way early in the stream, which makes this a little anticlimactic, but we are ending on a W, I think. Yes. Okay, good. Very nice. Bum bum bum. It is a win. A W is a W. So this was fun. I feel like it was a little like I lost some of my inhibitions by being tired and I was weirder this stream, but maybe that's for the better. I don't know. I guess it wasn't mostly that weird. I'm just normally weird, I think, is the real answer there. Okay, what do we got? Conch shells, let's do some conch shells. Purple. Relieved squid ink. Okay. This year's final ferocious fighter. Well, okay, that goes kind of hard. The real Cosmo came out, yeah. You'll see the real Cosmo come out when in my side order Let's Play, bro. I'm not gonna hold back with that. I'm gonna like just insanely nerd out about every single small lore detail. I'm just gonna spend all my money too, because why not? Last poll. That's blue. Okay, well, besides the titles, that wasn't great, but I guess we'll go back out to end. Ooh. Been a good stream. If you haven't seen it yet, I did a video on the big tower mode, which was funny. That video came out really well. I don't know, I was pretty proud of it. It's been doing pretty decent as far as views, so that's always nice to see. Thank you guys if you haven't watched it already. Or if not, you can go check it out. If you're new, I don't know if there's anyone new here, but just in case, we do have a Discord. Link is in the description if you would like to join. But until next time, that will be it. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Cosmic. Farewell.